Good afternoon, my name is Janette and today I will present an overview of one of the most important legal institutions in the Mexican legal system, which is the amparo proceeding. The amparo is a constitutional remedy designed to protect fundamental rights against acts or omissions of authorities. It is regulated primarily in Articles 103 and 107 of the Mexican Constitution, as well as the amparo law, which was enacted in 2013. The purpose of the amparo is to safeguard individuals from violations of their constitutional rights and human rights, as recognized not only in the Constitution but also in international human rights treaties, some of which Mexico is a part of. There are many types of amparos, but the two most relevant ones for this overview are the indirect amparo, which is filed in the district court and generally addresses acts that are either imminent, ongoing, or executed outside of a former trial. There is also the direct amparo, which is filed before a collegiate circuit court, usually against final judgments, awards, or resolutions that end the trial. In order to file an amparo, the complainant must meet certain legal requirements. Some of these are having personal and direct legal interest, meaning that a challenged individual, like this challenge act, is affecting the individual compliant, identifying the authority whose act is being challenged, and demonstrating that the act violates constitutional right. Complying with the procedural deadlines, these are typically within the range of 50 to 30 days, unless the act involves life, liberty, or personal integrity, in which case the amparos may be filed at any time. One of the most distinctive features of the amparo proceeding is that the possibilities of requesting a suspension of the challenge act. This measure is granted either provisionally or definitely, and it aims to prevent irreparable harm while the court resolves the case. And the authority in charge of resolving the amparo depends on the type. District courts handle indirect amparo claims, while collegiate courts decide direct amparos. Their resolutions may be object to review sometimes, particularly when a constitutional interpretation is involved. In such cases, the matter may reach the Supreme Court of Justice of the nation, which acts as the final constitutional authority. And the effects of the amparo judgment are typically relative, meaning that the decision protects only the compliant and does not invalidate the challenge law for the general population. However, recent jurisprudence has expanded these effects when human rights and life are at stake, as I stated previously. In conclusion, the amparo is a cornerstone of constitutional justice in Mexico, and it ensures the enforcement of fundamental rights, provides judicial oversight over governmental actions, and aligns domestic protection with the standards of international human rights law. Thank you so much.